say it, but you're not confident, you're not sure, or someone's opinion that you're expressing. In such cases, it may seem like that. So therefore, whatever you're saying, talk it confidently, and you have to talk it bravely also sometimes, and it should be with self-assurance. Self-assurance means whatever you're saying, you're clear with it. It should not be like that you yourself are in confusion, you're having doubt, and whatever you're saying, it seems that there is confusion, you're confused. So it should not feel like this. So that kind of talk, that kind of your opinion should be there, that you're going to use it. Okay. All right. So with this, we'll go to the next slide. Then next slide is about don'ts. So which things you people have to avoid during group discussions. Don't engage yourself in subgroup conversation. So what are subgroup conversation? So everybody has to understand here that usually you people are getting divided. The sitting arrangement is of semicircle. So from that side, all the candidates, they are sitting like this in a semicircle way, and opposite side there is panel, usually 2, maybe 3 members, maybe 4 also. They are observing you, they are giving you a topic, and you are going to discuss it. Okay, so in that what happened, that here are all group members should be discussing one topic, and there should not be having the partition, so that 1-3 group members, they're talking here, these 3-4 group members are talking here, and here is another group, and you are also engaging one of the groups, and they're discussing it separately. It should not happen. The discussion should take place centrally, and everybody should talking with one point, and whether they're agree, disagree, and they're expressing their opinions, that kind of discussion should happen. If you realize that the group is getting divided, you just try to bring it to the notice of all other group members that we should not get divided into, that topic is given to us and we should discuss it anonymously. Okay, so don't engage yourself in subgroup conversation. Then don't repeat and use irrelevant materials. The probability is that, suppose that in the beginning you are writing some points in your notepad, that 1, 2, 3, 4 points you people have mentioned, and you are about to express your first point. At the same time, another group member has expressed your point, and it was same point. Okay, your point, other group member, he or she has expressed it, he has told his opinion. In that case, you are not going to express this point, because it will be a kind of repetition. So to avoid that repetition, you are not going to use that point. You should go for second point, or you just try to say that what my friend has said, I agree with, or I have the same opinion, but don't tell the same content or same point. To, you have to avoid the repetition. And don't use irrelevant material also. So what do you mean by here using irrelevant material? That you people have to understand that sometimes you people are going to talk which is not related to the topic also. In such case, it becomes irrelevant there. So you people ensure that you are going to speak, that whatever you are going to speaking, it is with to the topic and not any other things. Okay. The next point, addressing yourself to the examiner. This is also very important. All you people try to understand, once the examiner, he or she or they declares the topic, then afterwards you people should not try to involve them. For example, the topic is there, and if you're asking that observer, sir, what do you think? Sir, am I right now? Sir, was he speaking is true? He's false? You don't try to involve them. Don't ask them anything. If you wanted to ask anything before start of group discussion, you can ask them, is there anything, what time and everything. You can ask your questions before the start of group discussion. But once group discussion started, you don't pay attention to your observers. They are doing their own work. You should do your own work. What is their work? They will just observe you, and they will just check whether your communication, your confidence, your leadership, your behavior, your everything, that they will check. So you don't pay attention to these observers, you pay attention to the group members who are here in that, and you can just involve all the group members. You can ask them, you can suggest them, you can just make a request them, and you can discuss the topic which is here. So don't address yourself to the examiner by asking, sir, am I right? I am wrong. He's right. She is wrong. She's shouting. It is not okay. It is final. And don't ask about my selection, rejection, whatever. If you got selected for next round, they will let you know. If you are not getting, you'll come to know. So you don't ask anything during that group discussion. So addressing yourself to the examiner has to be avoided. worrying about making some grammatical mistakes for your interest, the matter you put across, which is important. Okay, so you people need to understand that already in the beginning I have told you that many of us think about grammar. So my English is very weak, I cannot speak English, my grammar is weak, my let's say tenses are not clear, and so I cannot speak English better. How many of you think like this? I can understand that there are so many people, almost 90% people think like this, that my English is not good, I have weak communication skills, my grammar is not clear, my tenses are not clear, and I cannot speak English. So if you are having thinking like this, you are not going to uh, express yourself. So don't bother of making mistakes. Even today, if you're listening me, even in my speech also, you can find there can be mistakes, but those mistakes can be minor, and with practice you can also improve yourself. Okay, so don't worry much about mistakes, and if there are some mistakes or minor mistakes, that's okay. And if you're able to convey what you want to tell to other people, and if the next person, if they are able to understand, that is enough, and those mistakes can be eliminated later on. So you think about the content, you think about the matter, what you wanted to say, you think about the which point you wanted to convey, and you try to express that. Don't think much about the language, grammar, vocabulary, and tense and everything. Okay, I hope that you people may do this, you may start practicing this. And for that, your practice matters a lot. Remember, nobody can teach you speaking English, but you yourself will be in position to develop your own oral communications. So start talking with your friends, start discussing. Every day you are going to communicate in English with your friends, then only you will feel confident that yes, I can say something in discussion, in interview, or in any other things. Then we people will just go to the next slide with this, that what point, important points people are going to follow in group discussion. Be assertive. What is meaning of be assertive? Be assertive means whatever you are saying, you say it confidently, and you're going to express it directly, without hesitating, without any kind of maybe let's say confusion. So that is be assertive. An assertive person is direct, honest, and careful about not hurting others' self-respect. So already we people have talked about this, that when you're talking, you're not going to hurt the feelings of other people, and you're going to express it in a polite way. Though it may be opposite opinion in that case also, and you're not going to become aggressive. Okay, be assertive but not aggressive. And next is you have to be a patient listener. What do you mean by patient listener? You have to even listening also. One of the criterias or the conditions that observers they look whether you are a good listener or not. So therefore, when other people are speaking, you have to listen carefully. Be patient listener. Listening to other person is one way of showing appreciation. And don't just listen. While listening, you just try to show your body language by nodding your head up and down. If you're nodding your head up and down, it means that you're understanding it, you agree with that person. And sometimes you people can try to maintain, not sometimes, all the times you people try to maintain eye contact with the speaker. When you are in listener's role, you are maintaining eye contact with your speaker. And if you're a speaker, you are maintaining eye contact with your listeners. So that you people have to follow. So use body language while listening, so that it will show that you are having some appreciation and you are listening it carefully. The next is right language. Words can make friends, and right words at the right time make the best results. So you should think over it before speaking. You should think over it, what point and what content you are going to express, and for that, which words will help you. So you try to think for 1 or 2 minutes before speaking. And if you're confident about those vocabulary, in that case, you just try to use right language, right word, right sentences, and then express it, so that you can create better results and it can be impressive. Okay. Then next is be analytical and fact oriented. It is necessary to make relevant points which can be supported with facts and analyzed logically. Here, what you can present, try to understand. Based on the topic, you can just try to talk about the statistics. The statistics data like percentage, you have to think about the any survey, any numbers, maybe about tree plantation, about pollution, about usually you just come with percentage, this percentage, or about employment. Suppose the topic is unemployment, so you're talking about the rate of unemployment is increased by 10%, or the 50% of the population has become jobless, something like that. In terms of proportion, in terms of population, in terms of numbers, in terms of statistics, in terms of some data you're presenting your point, that will be okay, but that has to be logically analyzed. Remember, you cannot just provide fake details. You don't know exactly 50%, but you're saying 50% of the population is underprivileged or under poverty line or something like that. So don't do such things, because if you're going to throw such false facts, so those false facts can be identified and it shows that you're not sincere. So don't use any false information, or don't be lie there. Okay, so that care you people out there. Your reading is going to help you here. If you're reading newspaper, or if you're having some knowledge of, let's say, every month some reports are published, if you're reading them, that can provide you details. Then here next is don'ts during group discussion that you people have to avoid here: being shy, nervous, keeping isolated. So don't be shy. If you're shy and you're not speaking, it means that you're not going to qualify for next round. So definitely you decide, you determine, you make it, fix your mind should be ready that anyway I'm going to express my opinion. It can be right, it can be wrong, it can be in my own way I'm going to speak. Rather than keeping quiet, you're going to say something. Okay, so therefore don't be shy, don't be nervous, don't have fear, don't be just think that topic is too tough or I cannot speak or something like this. That you people have to remember. And next is keeping isolated. So you don't keep yourself isolated. There are some candidates, if you have seen or observed, that 8 to 10 candidates are there. Out of that, 1 or 2 candidates are there that they do not participate, they do not involve in the discussion, they do not say anything, they do not utter a single word also. So that kind of things will not work here. So you just try to be active, you try to show that you have some opinion, and you guys try to express it, involve it. If you don't have anything, just agree with someone, disagree with someone, try to express your opinion. Interrupting another participant before his arguments are over, that is also very important. How to interrupt other people, because nobody is allowing you to speak and you wanted to express your point. So you wanted to speak, but next person is talking. So how to interrupt that person? So first of all, you have to wait until that person finishes his or her point. And if you think that that person is not in mood to stop or to finish his point, in that case, you can interrupt that person by saying, sorry to interrupt you, but I would like to raise my point, or I would like to say something here. I have something to say here. So this way you people are going to interrupt it. But initially, immediately don't interrupt you, because there are habit of some people that immediately that person is started speaking, 1 or 2 words he utters, immediately other people interrupt them and they just create hindrances or obstacles in communication. So you are not going to do this. But after 1 or 2 minutes also, if that person is not stopping, he's not finishing his speech, in that case, you can just interrupt. Okay. The next is speak in favor. Here, speak in favor, it means that it is not like that. It should be that whatever your opinion is there, you have to express it. For example, if it is online education, offline education, something, or usually topic is controversial. So in that case, whatever your opinion, you have to express it. It should not be that for the favor of that topic you're expressing, but it seems that your opinion is against. So in that case, you have to express whatever is your opinion. So speaking in favor, only in favor has to be avoided. For example, establish your position and stand by it stubbornly. What do you mean by establish your position? Suppose that if you're supported for one particular topic, you need to continue to support that topic only. For example, the topic, if it is given like this, that you are in favor of online education. Okay, so you are going to stay connected with online education only. It should not be that initially you said something about online education, you are in favor of online education. At some other points, you are saying that offline education is better. Okay, that shows you don't have a firm opinion, and you are not having fixed opinion. So it is changing. Okay, so that should not happen. Then in case of changed opinions, if you have really changed, earlier you felt that this is the thing, but later on listening from other people, or listening from reading from, getting points from other people, in that case, if you changed your opinions, in that case, rarely you can change your opinions, but give credit to someone that he has given me enough information by listening him, by following him, I came to know that earlier I was wrong. Admit that your opinion earlier it was wrong, and now your opinion is this. That will also okay. The next is don't make fun of any participants or even if his arguments are funny. Okay, so that is also very important. They see we are there for discussing the things professionally. So we are not there with our friends so that we can pass comments, crack jokes, and make laughter. So that has to be strictly avoided. And if you are just maybe there are some group members, they may just try to make fun because they are not serious about their jobs and careers. In that case, you don't participate or involve in that kind of activity. You just try to avoid such things, or if it is possible, you just try to just give suggestion or advise them not to use such kind of funny comments or don't make such kind of ridiculous things in this discussion. So that will be okay, but you don't involve in such things or don't make such comments also. So these things you people can try to follow. Then next, you people try to see what the salient features of GD topic may be given to judge your public speaking talent. Usually they check how you can speak publicly in front of the group members, how you are presenting yourself, that is judged. Discussion revolves around a specific subject, that is important. You should not try to get divergent, dilution, or you should not go away from the topic. The examiner does not interfere once he announced the topic. Already I have told you that he does not interfere and you should not ask him or her anything. Maintain cordiality and free expression of thought and opinion. So there should be, everybody should feel free to express his or opinion, and you also feel free that you can express your own opinion. So there should not be quarrels, fightings, and clashes or crosstalks. That people have to take care. The next slide says accept the criticism. If any member of the group criticizes or disapproves a point, it is unwise to get upset or react sharply. Suppose that you raise the point and immediately there is another group member who is talking in maybe rash words also. He's going to, perhaps he may insult you, or maybe he may be unwise, or he may be just talking in such a way that you may get insulted. So you don't be upset or don't react sharply. Don't try to tell him, so come out of GD room, I will show you something like this, or don't try to show him attitude, or don't say anything to him, at least for that situation. Okay, so you have to learn how to be involved in the group and how to just get criticism, opposite opinions, how you can accept them. That you people need to learn. Okay, in case the criticism is flimsy, the same can be pointed out politely. If really that person has made a comment and if that you wanted to reply, in such case you reply it, you say something, but it should be polite, it should be courteous, you should not be angry and aggressive. That you people have to take care. Maximize participation. Okay, maximize participation. How can maximize your participation? Don't just speak only one point and then you are have nothing to do with. So at least 2 to 3 points you are trying to say. Again, after 2 to 3 points, you are just again you are agreeing, disagreeing, or partially agree with somebody. You have to express this. I agree with my friend, and that is right. Whatever he said, that is right. You have nothing to say, but whatever that friend has said, you are supporting him by saying, I agree with him, and whatever he said is right. So this way you just try to maximize your participation. It should not be that for just 1 minute you spoke and out of the 15 minutes only 1 minute is your contribution. It should not be. Try to get maximum time, try to involve in that participation. Maximum participation should be there. One must try to contribute fully, vigorously, steadily throughout the discussion. So every time you are listening, you are reacting, and you are telling, and you are adding, you are expressing your opinion and all those things. So these things has to be happen. Show leadership ability. A group discussion also evaluates your leadership qualities. Very important that one of the aspects which are evaluated, that will be of leadership qualities. So if you have leadership qualities, in fact everybody has leadership qualities, but how to show it? In previous session, I have told you, if you wanted to show your leadership qualities, first chance to show your leadership qualities is that start the group discussion. Take the lead and start the group discussion. First of all, give brief introduction of the topic and your name, and then you are going to start the group discussion and learn how to start the group discussion. Okay. So this is one opportunity. Then in another case, you people can just try to observe all group members if they're getting diverted. Suppose the topic is given and the topic is left aside and group members are discussing something else, they're going away from that. In that case, if you realize this, you try to bring them on the track. You just try to tell them, friends, the topic given for discussion is this, and I think we are diverting it. So let's discuss this topic. So that can also show that you have the sign of leadership quality. Then in third case, you try to give chance to someone who has not got an opportunity. In a group of 10, if one or two candidates, they did not get a chance, they're shy and nervous and they did not speak a single word. If you realize this, you try to attract the attention of all group members. Friends, we need to give chance to speak this person also and ask him, what is your opinion about this topic? So that will show that you have leadership qualities. And last chance that you can show your leadership qualities, it will be of closing of the topic. And when it is the last few minutes, you just take the control of the discussion and conclude the topic by summarizing all the discussion and maintaining balance of both sides. So this way you people can create impression in group discussion activities. Okay, so I hope that that much things will be here for today. It shouldn't be a kind of one-way communication. So let me know that if people are paying attention. So here I will ask randomly some people whether they are attentive or not. So roll number 76, Vittal, is it audible? From division A. If it is audible, you just reply me. So I think that he is not paying attention. Then let me ask Shubham Sakre, 65, division B.
Yes, sir, you are perfectly audible.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Then let me ask Rupali Jadhav, B31.
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay, fine. Then let me ask Siddhi, A41. Is it audible, Siddhi? Okay.
Yes, sir,
Okay,
properly
fine.
audible.
All right, all right. So you people just try to find more information on Google and YouTube also, because whatever I teach may not be that much effective and efficient for to grab the things. But on YouTube, I will suggest that you can watch a lot of videos. They will introduce you how to participate into group discussion and how you people can express your opinion, how to interrupt, how to just take the lead, how you can begin the topic and how you conclude the topic, these kind of things. And then afterwards we will take some mock group discussions also. Okay, so we'll take attendance here and we'll stop here today. So let's see that from division B. First of all, I will just see that present numbers, and I would like to see. Okay, so division B students, which is really very few attendances here today. So let me see roll number 239, 11, 15, 16, 17, 20, 25, 26, 30, 31, 32, 33, 36, 41, 50, 53, 65, 68,
53.
65, 68, 80. So from division B, present numbers are only roll number 2, 11, 15, 16, 17, 20, 25, 26, 30, 31, 32, 33, 36, 41, 50, 53, 65, 68, and 80. Anybody present? Okay, now from division A, roll number 1, 3, 4, 9, 16, 18, 19, 28, 31, 32, 33, 36, 39, 41, 44, 45, 46, 47, 50, 53, 57, 58, 64, 70, 73, 74, 76, 76. Is it audible now or still you are not paying attention? Okay, so from division A, present numbers are roll number 1, 3, 4, 9, 16, 18, 19, 28, 31, 32, 33, 36, 39, 41, 44, 45, 46, 47, 50, 53, 57, 58, 64, 70, 73, 74, 76. If anybody is present, just let me know that you are present.
Sorry, 73.
73. I have already marked your attendance. All right, so we are going to close it here. We are going to stop here. Next session, we are going to B53. You're present. Yes, you try to pay attention when I'm just taking attendance, marking present numbers, announcing absent numbers. So that time you just try to pay attention. 53, you're present. So can we have some discussion, group discussion? Or should we continue only theoretical part only? If it is like this, we can go for next interview techniques also like this way. Maybe next session we'll just try to cover few tips about few phrases for participating into group discussion. And if you people do not respond, in that case, we'll go for interview techniques. Okay. So should we stop here? Should we close this meeting? Okay, so if you want to take group discussion, so you people just be ready. So Rahul, you just make groups of 10 students, at least 10 students, and come with one topic, or I will declare a topic at the time. So those minimum 10 group members will actively participate. They will try to discuss it. And if there is some other group, in that case, is there anyone interested who would like to make group and discuss it next time? If there is anyone interested, you just raise your hand. At least for 5 to 10 minutes, we are going to conduct. Minimum 10 minutes will conduct. Okay, we'll give topic at the time of lecture. Okay, so Sakshi, if you can just plan, you can also make. If you are just talk with more group of students, if they're ready, you can also come with what topic. This time, if you want to choose topic by yourself, first time you can choose topics. Maybe next time I will give topic on the spot, because if I give topic on the spot, even that is also not possible. Many of the students, they're not ready. So you can do that also.
Okay, sir.
Okay, all right. So if it is right now, if you want to get the topic, do you want to topic name right now?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Sure.
you can give.
Okay, at the time of discussion or right now?
First time.
Right now can
you
give.
topics.
Okay. So you people can choose, first of all, you people can take the topic like this. Let's say online education and offline education. So that will be topic for Rahul, your group. You just prepare on this online education and offline education. So you can just think about, find out lots of information. Your own experiences are here. I don't think that you need to find much information. You people have attended classes online as well as offline. So just try to work on that. But everybody should be in position to express your opinion. Okay. And Sakshi, you can choose the topic. That let's say unemployment. In age of machines. So unemployment in the age of machines, it means that you have to think whether machines will create more jobs or it will create unemployment. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So people just try to think that what are the job opportunities with machines, without machines. So those things you people can discuss. Both of you note it down and circulate this topic with your group, and we'll just try to give 10 minutes to both of your groups, and you people just try to perform. Let's see what happens. We'll just try it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, all right. So we'll stop here. I will close this meeting for all, and thank you for joining today, and do join for next session also. Usually next session is in morning time, so it will be always, I hope that you people will come with that. So thank you.